Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an Everyday Life of an Aspie. If you're following me right now and you're new to my channel, I welcome you all with open arms. I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health and awareness, sharing my life stories with Aspergers Syndrome and the like, along with tips and advice with your mental health versus your general health. Also, and further saying that, I also do some support network for you guys for when you get down and out, hopefully being your light and just hopefully giving you some form of encouragement, give you clarity and understanding where you may be at in your day of living, regardless of what it may be of your personal struggles, be it if it is your mental health or just other personal struggles in general, be it if you're having problems with your parents maybe as they, or having problems with a partner or whatever. Hopefully you'll be able to bring you that comfort and peace for you while you're going through that struggle. Okay, it's been brought to my attention, I said that I'm doing the mental health series, obviously, as well as the autism, and even though this is going to be a broad topic, hopefully with some more of the mental health also will come into play with some of the things that I'm trying to do some research. So I humbly apologise also in advance that if you've seen any of the mental health ones in previous videos that I've been doing, that sounds like, you know, UK versus US statistics. I've been doing my darn hardest to find as many New Zealand statistics to, you know, clarify and understand each other. But then again, it's good to try and learn from other people's side of the world, as well as the statistics and just the information in general that's intact in there that I was hoping to address. So this one's all about how to handle rejection, obviously, even though we know in our everyday lives we do go through it, regardless if it's through a relationship or a book proposal, or we were about to get a promotion and then we got turned down for it, or just seeking out work and we get rejected by, you know, our potential future boss. Just got to remember that sometimes it's not always our fault, so to speak. So part one was obviously dealing with the aftermath. As I said, it's going to be broken down to 3 parts. Now this one's part 2, dealing with the rejection in the long term. Hopefully you guys are liking these videos that I'm sharing with you all, because some of these are close to my heart that I feel to share, because I feel that someone out there will need it regardless, and hopefully help one person at a time if need be or whatever. And hopefully within this that we learn from each other as I educate you all through it all, based on my life experiences or my, you know, training through youth line, or just training in general of the wonderful world of life, of what I've been through, and maybe give you guys the heads up how I dealt with it or whatever it may be. So as I said, this one's part 2, how to handle the rejection, dealing with rejection in the long term. Okay, number 1, reframe the rejection. Okay, as I said before, remembering that rejection is not about you as a person. It's time to reframe your rejection into something else. People who talk about being rejected tend to take rejections more poorly than people who actually reframe that rejection in the first place to something that focuses on the situation itself and not them. A classic example, for example, you can think of as sharing with you all. If you ask someone on a date and they said no, instead of saying they rejected me, say they said no. This way you're not framing the rejection as something bad about you. They aren't rejecting you after all, they're saying no to a proposition you have made. Some further examples of ways to reframe the rejections are: the friendship grew apart. Instead of a friend rejected you, I didn't get the job. Instead of they rejected my job application. We had different priorities. Instead of they rejected me. One of the best ones to use, it didn't work out, because it removes all the blame from them and from you. Number 2, know when to quit. When something doesn't work out, that doesn't always mean you should give up though, however, but sometimes we need to know when is enough for us. But it's important to recognise when it is time to give up and move on from whatever it is that held us there in the first place. Often not giving up actually means moving on from that particular instance, but trying again in a more general sense. An example to clearly illustrate to what I mean here is, if you ask someone out and on a date and they say no, not giving up means not giving up on the idea of finding love. Move on from them, don't hound them to give you a chance, but don't give up on asking other people out. Another example is, if your manuscript gets rejected by one publisher, it's good to stop and reflect on what it was that didn't work for them. But you should keep trying with other publishers and agents. Always remember you aren't entitled to a yes response, basically, until further along. Since it doesn't invalidate your existence to be rejected, don't turn it around and blame someone for that rejection. Number 3, don't allow it to control your future. Rejection, as I've already mentioned, is a part of life. Trying to avoid it or dwell on it will make us forever unhappy and unwell. You need to be able to accept that things don't always work out the way you want them to, and that's okay. Just because one thing didn't work out doesn't mean you're a failure or that nothing will work out eventually. Each instance that we go through is unique. Even if that one guy girl said no to a date, it doesn't mean that every guy girl you are interested in will say no. Like they say, plenty of fish in the sea. Now, if you start to believe that you will always be rejected, however, you will, because you've got that negative impact on yourself, and obviously you're not going to push yourself out there and actually do the positives. You will set yourself up for failure each time, however. Keep yourself going forward. Dwelling on the past rejections are going to keep you mired in the past and won't let you enjoy the present. For example, if you keep thinking about the number of times you were rejected for jobs, you're going to have a hard time sending out resumes and pursuing different avenues yet again. Number 4, use the word no or what have you, or the rejection as a form to improve yourself. Sometimes rejection can be an important wake-up call for us, and that can help us to improve our life. The publisher might have rejected your manuscript because you'll still need to work on your writing. It might not have been publishable, but that doesn't mean you'll never be publishable. If you can ask the person who rejected you to give some feedback on why they weren't interested, for example, maybe your resume wasn't up to snuff, and instead of going off in a huff and saying no one will ever hire you, you ask the potential job what you could do to improve. They might not get back to you, but if they do, this might offer you valuable insight for your next attempt of that next job. For a relationship, you can ask why they weren't interested in dating you, but it could be something as simple as, I just don't see you that way. There's nothing you can do to change their mind. So the lesson here is how to deal appropriately with that disinterest and how to keep positive about the potential for a relationship in your life, even if it wasn't for that person that you liked. Number 5, last but not least, stop dwelling on it. It's time to let that rejection go. You've already given yourself time to grow, as I said before. If you've talked it over with your trust friend, you've learned what you can from it, and now it's time to put it in the past, put it in the little basket somewhere. Excuse me. The more you dwell on it, the bigger it will become, and the more you'll feel like you can never succeed on whatever you're going out there to achieve. If you find yourself really and truly unable to let go of the rejection, you will need to seek professional help. Sometimes thought patterns, I'm not good enough, etc., is entrenched in our psyche, and each rejection will only further the entrenchment. A good professional can help you move beyond this point. However, this basically ends the second part of how to handle rejection. Give me a like for thumbs up and engagement and support. Comment below. Feel free to comment below also, as I said before, since I'm opening for discussion, how you went about handling rejection, so maybe we can learn from each other, and also maybe if I can find one. I know there is a cycle, like a little cycle where we go through in a life of rejection, basically. Maybe I could bring that out as a part of a topic to bring out more about the importance of those bits of rejection. If you want that, let me know in the lowdown. Follow me on social media sites on Facebook, Twitter, and the rest of them that are listed in the description below. Feel free to follow me on my journey by subscribing to my channel if you want to get to know me more as a part of your YouTube family and whatever else being part of my YouTube family. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can be notified with new content, as well as being in the notification squad, because as I said, there will be some topics that I might be sharing that might be of interest to you or someone else, but as I said, don't just give me a hard time about it all. And also, guys, share these videos around to family and friends, regardless, because as I said, there'll be bound to be someone that will need to hear it, regardless if you feel it's not for you. So don't further ado, guys, thanks for your support, thanks for watching, do what you love what you do. Until next time, I'll see you again.